Hi class, it's Miss Ayala. Today we're going to talk about join, separate word problem structures, but we're going to focus on the separate type of word problem structures. I'm going to show you 3 different unknowns because in a join and in a separate, there will always be 3 unknowns. You might have a start unknown, a change unknown, or a result unknown. So we're going to practice all 3 of those together today. Now, what you see before you is 2 different strip diagrams, 2 different ways to show a join or a separate problem set up. In this one, on this side, you'll see that we have the plus sign here on the top, because if it is a join problem, we would put a plus sign right between those 2 numbers. If it's a subtraction problem, then of course, we would use the subtraction sign right there. You'll see that this says what is a start amount, this says what is the change, and this says what is the result. So what we would have is our start number here, we have our change number would go there, and our result number would go right there. Start, change, result. That's how I want you to remember it. For a join and a separate, you're always going to think start, change, result. And you'll see that it matches our word problem structure here on the right-hand side too, because we have our start, we have a change, and we have a result. So there's 2 different ways for us to show the answer to our problem. You can use either way. Okay, class, so let's start with this problem. Remember, step 1, go through the mind movie steps. So let's look at it. We read it all the way through. Second time we read it, we'll make the mind movie. Noah has 341 stamps in his stamp collection. He gave some to his best friend. Now he has 127 stamps. How many did Noah give to his best friend? Okay, so I want to start at the beginning. I'm going to look and see what numbers I have available. Let's see. It says Noah has 341 stamps. Okay, circle that. He gave some to his best friend. Okay, well, if he gave stamps away, am I adding or subtracting? Good, I'm subtracting. So on top of gave here, I'm putting a subtraction sign. He gave some, okay, put the brakes. Some, what does some mean? Is some a number? No, it isn't. So what am I going to put there? Good job, the question mark. That is my unknown. So there's my question mark. He gave some to his friend. Now he has 127. Okay, so remember what Miss Ayala told you about the now. Now he has 127. I'm going to circle 127 because I need to use that number. But that now tells me it's the end of my mind movie. Now he has 127. So on top of now, I'm going to put the equal sign. So now let's put our numbers inside of our word problem structure and our start, change, result equation. So let's see. Did we have a start number? Absolutely we did. Right here, it's the first number. There is our start number, so I'm going to put it here, 341, and I'm also going to put it in here, 341. Okay, we keep going down our word problem. He gave some. Okay, so he gave some. Am I adding or subtracting? Good, subtracting, because I had my sign right there. So I'm going to stick my subtraction sign right there. And he gave some to his best friend. And we discovered that the sum was our unknown. That's where we put our question mark. So our change box, we have to put a question mark. So we put it there. We need to put it here as well. Keep going to his best friend. And now he has, oh, there is my equal sign. So now he has 127. I know that that is my result. So I will put them in both boxes. So taking a look at what I have, I know that I'm doing a subtraction, a separate problem. I know I'm doing a separate problem. And I have a start and I have a result. So which unknown problem is this? Absolutely right. This is a change unknown problem. Because I had my start number. I didn't know what happened. There was a change. He gave some, so no number there. There's my question mark. And I knew the result because at the end, he had 127 left. So this is a change unknown problem. So now I'm going to have to figure out my two equations, my situation equation and my solution equation. So let's do that now. Remember, my situation equation is exactly how the numbers sit in the problem. Remember, sit, situation, so how they sit. All right, so when I started my problem, it started off with 341. And what's nice is that I already did all of that in my word problem. I already did it all. So let's look at it. I have 341. Then it says he gave minus question mark equals 127. So I took exactly what it said in my word problem, number minus question mark equals number. So my situation equation is 341 minus question mark equals 127. Now I have to show them the solution equation, how I solved it. So remember, solving this equation, what we did to find our answer. So my solution equation is I took my start number, which was 341, and I subtracted the result number to figure out the change. So there are my two equations for this change unknown problem. All right, let's try another one. Okay, here's our next problem. We read it all the way through, and the second time we read it, we do our mind movie. Sienna has some stickers. Wait a minute. Stop right there. What did you notice? That's right. Some. Is some a number? No, some is not a number. So put your question mark right there. Some stickers. Question mark. Okay, Sienna has some stickers. She gave 37 to her sister. Okay, think about it. If she had stickers and she gave stickers to her sister, are we adding or subtracting? Absolutely, we're subtracting. So on top of that gave, put your subtraction sign. Okay, 37 to her sister. Then she had 19 stickers left. Okay, so think about your mind movie. She had some, she gave some to her sister, then she had 19 left. So I'm going to circle 19, but that then tells me that that's the end of my mind movie, because that's what she had left. So that is where I'm going to put my equal sign, right on top of the then. Sienna had some stickers. She gave 37 to her sister. Then she had 19 stickers left. How many stickers did she have to start with? Okay, so let's go to our word problem structure, and let's go to our start change result, and let's figure out where we're going to put each number. Let's look. Did we have a start number? You're right. No, we didn't. That's where that question mark came from. So we put the question mark in the start amount. So we put it there. We need to put it here. Okay. Now, were we adding or subtracting? That's right. We're subtracting, so the subtraction sign needs to go right there. What is my change number? So what was the action? What happened? What was my number? Good. 37, because she gave 37. So 37 will go there. 37 will go there. Perfect. And what was the result after she gave the stickers? Good. 19. So 19 was the result. That goes there. That goes there. Okay. So I have filled in my start change result equation, and I filled in my word problem structure. So I'm looking at it, and remember what we said. We know that in our word problem structure, well, first, that we are separating because we are subtracting. So if we're separating during the problem, we're going to have to figure out what to do at the start of the problem so we can figure out what that unknown is. So knowing and looking at where that question mark is, what kind of problem is this? What unknown problem is it? Is it a start, a change, or a result unknown? That's right. This one is a start unknown, because right at the beginning of my word problem, I had some. I had that word some. Didn't give me a number, so my question mark had to go there. This is a start unknown problem. So let's think. We know that our start isn't there, that we're trying to figure out what we had to start with. So if she had a number and she gave some to her sister and then she had 19 left, she had a smaller number left. So in order for me to find my start amount here, I'm going to have to work backwards. I'm going to have to think that this number right here, this number has to be bigger. It has to be the greatest number, because in a subtraction problem, remember, we always start with the greatest number. We have to. If not, then we can't subtract. It's always the greatest number. So if we know that, then what I can do is I can look at both of these numbers, the 37 and the 19, and I can add them back together to figure out what I started with, because it makes sense. In a subtraction problem, your start number is always the greatest number. So if it's always the greatest number, the only way for me to find that is to add back the two numbers that I have so far. So let's do that. Let's add back 19 and 37. Okay, so where do we start when we're adding? That's right, the ones place. What is 9 plus 7? Good, 16. Where do I put it? Excellent. I put the 6 in the ones, and I regroup the 1 to the tens place. Now add your tens place. What is it? Good. 5. So my answer is 56. Sienna had 56 stickers to begin with. Now, just to prove that we're right, what I'm going to do is exactly what it says right here. I'm going to do 56 take away 37, and I should get the answer of 19. And if I do, then I know I'm absolutely correct. So let's do this. Let's prove it. 6 minus 7. That's right, can't do it. Regroup. 5 turns to 4. Excellent. 6 is now 16. Good. What is 16 minus 7? That's right, it's 9. Okay, let's go to our tens place. What is 4 minus 3? 1. Did we get the answer, the result of 19? We absolutely did. So we did do this right. We did exactly what we should do. We had to add our result number and our change number to figure out our start. Because when you subtract, you must always subtract starting with the bigger number. The bigger number always goes on top when you're subtracting, so it's the same thing here. I knew that I was adding because that would give me the greatest number. So that's what I did to figure out my start unknown. But we're not done. What do we have to do next? That's right, we have to do our equations. What are my 2 equations, class? That's right. Our 2 equations are our situation equation. And our situation equation is what, guys? That's right, exactly how the numbers sit in your problem. So let's do that. Let's look at exactly how it's sat. Well, when I started, did I have the number? No, I didn't. So we started with question mark. Am I adding or subtracting in this problem? Subtracting, so I put my subtraction sign. So it was question mark minus, what's my next number? Good, 37 equals 19. Perfect. So that was my situation equation. Now my solution equation, remember what we did? How we solved it. What we found was our answer. How did we find our answer? What did we do? That's what I have to write in for my solution equation. The way we solved it is we added 37 plus 19 equals question mark. Because that's how we figured out that Sienna had 56 stickers to start. Okay, so that was a change unknown. We got one more to practice. Okay, this is our next problem. Remember, we read it all the way through, and the second time we read it, we create our mind movie. Dominic has 73 sweet grapes. There's my first number. He shares 38 of them with his sister Sophia. Okay, so if he shares them, is he getting more grapes or is he giving away grapes? That's right, he's giving them away. So is that addition or subtraction? Good, that's subtraction. So on top of shares, I'm going to put the subtraction sign. So Dominic has 73 sweet grapes. He shares 38, circle 38, of them with his sister Sophia. How many sweet grapes does Dominic have now? Okay, so look at what I did here. I can see number minus number. Then I know automatically that I'm going to have equals question mark at the end. Because I have my two numbers, my start number and my change number. So what kind of unknown is this problem? Good. It is definitely a result unknown. Now let's prove it. Let's plug our numbers in to our start change result equation and let's put it in the word problem structure. So what was my start number? That's right, 73. We'll put it in both. What was my change number? That's right, 38. Oops, but I forgot a step. What am I supposed to write in that little dotted box? What sign? What operation? That's right, my subtraction sign. So I put my subtraction sign. Now, what do I put in the result box? That's right, I put a question mark. Put my question mark because that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out my result. And because I'm subtracting, I know right away that my result, is it going to be greater than my start number or is it going to be less? That's right, it's going to be less. Okay, so now let's see what we can do here. Because it's a result unknown, and I have my start, and I have my change, then real simple, all I have to do is exactly what it says. It says I have to do 73 minus 38, because I have to figure out how many grapes he has left after he shared some with Sophia. So let's do the problem. I have 3 minus 8. Can I do 3 minus 8? Nope, I sure can't. Good job, class. So what do I do? Good, regroup. So 7 turns to 6. 3 is now? Good, 13. What is 13 minus 8? That's right, 5. Now, 10's place. 6 minus 3? 3. Perfect. So what is my result? 35. So 35 would go in that box. He had 35 left over. Perfect. Okay, so I solved it, and if I answered it in words, I would say what? Yes, exactly. I would say Dominic has 35 sweet grapes left over. Perfect. Okay, just because I have to answer in a complete sentence, that would make the most sense. But I'm not done. What do I have to do next? What are the 2 things I have to do next? That's right. I have to write my equations. I have to do my situation equation, and I have to do my solution equation. So let's do that next. Okay, so my situation equation, remember, is exactly how my numbers sit in my problem. So let's look at our problem. What was the first number we had? Excellent, 73. My sign, should it be addition or subtraction? That's right, the minus, subtraction sign. So 73 minus, what's my next number? 38. Excellent. So if I have number, what would be next? My question mark. So I have to make sure to put my equal sign and my question mark. Excellent. So there's my situation equation. And I can go back to my problem and find it. Look, number minus number. So then I know afterwards is equal question mark. Perfect. So my situation equation, done. My solution equation is how I solved it. How did I figure out how many Dominic had left? What did I do to solve that equation? That's right. All I did was exactly what it told me. I had to take 73 minus 38 equals question mark, because there's no other way for me to find the result unknown. Every time you have a result unknown, your situation equation and your solution equation are going to be identical, because there's only one way to solve for a result unknown. Okay, students, so you've seen 3 different word problems. They were all separate problems, all subtraction problems, because in the action we saw in each word problem, something happened that would cause the answer to be less. So we knew that we were subtracting. This example in front of us is that he shared some grapes. The other one was that Noah shared or gave some stamps to his best friend. And then Sienna gave some stickers to her sister. So we knew that all those actions indicated subtraction. We were taking away. So with those three, each of those problems we were subtracting, but each one was a different unknown. What are my three unknowns? Who remembers? Let me hear my unknowns. What are they? And let's go in order of our equation for our join and separate. There's only one way to figure it out. So let's go in order. What would be the first unknown? Excellent. The start unknown. Okay. What is the next unknown? Go in order. Good. The change unknown. And then finally, we would have what? Good. The result unknown. So the key to remember here is that in a join or a separate word problem, there's always going to be a way to do it. It's always going to be start, then change, then result in that order. Start, change, result. Start, change, result. Okay, so those are my unknowns. Could be a start. And I know it's a start unknown if right at the beginning of my word problem I see a what? Good, question mark. Then I have a change unknown. And I know it's a change unknown because in my word problem I have number, then what? Good, question mark, then number. Excellent. And I know it's a result unknown if I have what? Number, and then the question mark. Perfect. Because it goes in order. Start, change, result. Say it with me. Start, change, result. Okay, well, those are your three unknowns, and now you know how to do them, so it's time for you to practice. So go have some math fun.